men are on average more aggressive than women, or they're more physically aggressive. So among children, for example, boys are more likely to kick, hit, bite, and steal. And that's not a bad operationalization of aggression, let's say. But women, girls, however, they are more aggressive than males if you measure aggression differently. They use reputation destruction. Physical aggression doesn't translate to social media, but reputation destruction, that translates to social media unbelievably well. So maybe it's time to have a little chat about toxic femininity.
The 30-year-old woman alleged Majors struck her in the face. Majors was arrested on misdemeanor assault and harassment charges.
The stories say that they both dropped him. So,
if you out with a Caucasian woman and catch a battery case, all them people that smile with you can't give me none of that shit. I tell any motherfucker like that who around me, look, we around each other to make it lucrative while it works, but you're not my friend. How they stop with him the first time he get caught beating his... That mean all of us would be in trouble.
The prosecutors actually needed to delay the trial a whole month as they were still obtaining evidence and discovery to present a full case. His accuser, who should have been present in court, reportedly was absent. Editor-in-chief for the Hip Hop Inquirer LL. The actual reason the court trial was delayed was because she apparently fled the country.
Greetings, you polite savages. Our guy Jonathan Majors is in the news once again, and this time it's a little more positive for the Kane the Conqueror Marvel Universe star. So, what's happening? Here it is. Apparently, the prosecution in his domestic abuse case needs a full more month for discovery of evidence before they're to start. Now remember, this case happened a few months ago. It seemed pretty open and shut, at least in the eye of public opinion. Yes, ladies, the Believe Women First crowd was all over the guy. And then, of course, people came out the woodwork saying he's abusive, he's troublesome, he's toxic, and basically just sold Jonathan Majors up the river. So what's happened now is that not only has the person who accused him of assault, they left the country about a month ago and has not returned. But again, the prosecution needs more time to gather evidence. Seems like an open and shut case. This looks a lot better for the Kane the Conqueror Marvel Universe star. Me personally, I'm happy if he did not do it and things break his way. I am sick and tired of people being accused of things, especially by women, and because we're gonna believe women instantly, them getting the short end of the stick.
Well, just like a modern woman escaping accountability by running away and leaving the country, the first moment that the narrative shifts against her. I'm not known to jump the gun, but French toast this nonsense, man. Grover being calm and crap, but I'm wilding out seeing the story come up time and time again to recommend for no damn reason. But for a woman to have taken offense of a man's supposed transgressions of getting a text from another woman, that somehow this allows the modern woman to embellish the truth or outright lying on Jonathan Majors, assassinating his character in the process. We got this woman here, this opportunistic, unhinged hussy, and all her so-called supposed supporters, from the Sinister Sisterhood to the beta blue pill white knight sims of Emasculate, jumping on the bandwagon before the facts come out. Dedicated on destroying a man's reputation, standing, and career based off of little to no evidence, even with Majors' evidence that helps to prove that Jonathan Majors didn't hurt Jabari, and that Jabari had injured herself somehow because she lost it in a cab ride when another woman texted Majors. They can all go suck on a raging hornet's nest and stick it up to their pompous, highfalutin asses. Yeah, I said it. I'm just sick of this shit, man. This toxic mental affliction of the modern woman has to stop and desist. I know the arguments too, the same old BS about believe all this, believe all that, and if I don't believe and presume a man is guilty, then somehow I'm upholding the patriarchy and scaring off every woman that has been victimized. It's all a bold-faced mother effing lie, and you toxic feminine modern women that partake in this chicanery know exactly what you're doing. You want power, not power to help uplift and empower others, but power to take, to damage, to destroy, to violate a man's pride, sensibility, and success. Now, if it comes out with 100% certainty that he did what he is accused of, then I will publicly report on Jonathan Majors' downfall, which I believe, as I've stated in other videos, that he did not do it. Look at the odds right now from what I've been knowing all along. This strumpet and her lawyers are looking at Jonathan Majors as a nice big old payday. These kind of people's actions say what Jonathan Majors has built for himself over the years, his career, his reputation. No, what these low-down, dirty, shameful, greedy, greasy skinbags called humans are doing is attempting to extort maximum pain and damage to the man's wallet. The collateral damage, the precedents they wish to propagate and uphold, is further stripping man's rights away from him, deconstructing and dissolving the family unit, and in effect shattering Western society. That's what they want.
Women have to express aggression somehow unless you're willing to say that they're not aggressive. They tend not to do it physically. Not to the degree men do, so they use other channels. And what other channels are there other than physical aggression if you're going to be aggressive? Well, you go after people verbally. You go after them with innuendo and gossip and reputation destruction. I'm the absolute epitome of maternal love and care. But if I've identified you as a predator, you better look the hell out. That's the female side of totalitarianism as far as I can tell. The feminine side of totalitarianism.
So what's the moral of the story? What are the learnings, the overarching learnings that we can gain from this whole incident as it unfolds? Well, we didn't learn from Johnny Depp when all the women just accused Johnny and said he was guilty. And even now, Johnny has been proven innocent in a U.S. court of law. In the U.S. court of law, women still say that he is the worst and he has to be an abuser. And look what he did to that poor Amber Heard. Well, the same thing is happening to Jonathan Majors. People are demanding and celebrating that he's let go of his life-changing job at Marvel. This man has worked hard to be an actor, but people want to celebrate that. Perhaps, maybe perhaps, just once, the mob, the barbarians at the gate, you see, maybe they can just wait until a damn outcome of a trial.
The danger that the opportunistic, turncoat, toxic modern women like Jabari posed to you and I is that they will weaponize the system against you to gain sympathy from the public, damage your reputation, and extract the maximum resource from you that they can. Modern women like this can't use physical force, so the only way this low-down heathen is going to do is shame you, insult you, guilting, and needing to be right, lie on your name, assault you with their lies. Then as this is happening, here comes the cavalry. The sinister sisterhood will come riding in like a horde of banshees, acting like compassionate narcissists, screaming and wailing at the top of their lungs with the babble and dribble running out their pie holes. Because these cretins know that the toxic modern woman can't go toe-to-toe, square up, and throw hands, so they'll use social media, public perception, and the authority in the legal system against you, as you can clearly see here with the Jonathan Majors case. The most sick and twisted thing about all this, from my own experiences with a modern woman, where I've witnessed with my own ears that a man is assumed to be automatically guilty, that we men must believe in whatever spills out of a woman's mouth. We must somehow believe all the white lies, believe the white half-truths, believe all accusations and allegations without question. And when you don't, here initiates the circular, logical, emotional insanity of needing to be right with modern women. That's somehow backing up a guy like Jonathan Majors, that we must assume his innocence first, let the evidence do the proving of the facts of the case. That when we say this to modern women, modern men are somehow suppressing and spitting on the rights, the safety, and the security of these ladies, perpetuating toxic masculinity. It's all a load of horse manure, and they can go stick their faces in it, deep down their throats, and swallow it with the insane crap they're spewing. Now I know you ladies out there silently sitting on the sidelines, backing up your sisters, knowing you're doing more damage not only to yourself, you're also doing damage to your male friends, to your male relatives, to your male members in your family. These people may find themselves in the same position as Jonathan Majors. The after effects of this will cause more men to feel boldly justified in their red pill rage. And you know what we'll tell these men? Why deal with these women when you can get a passport? Experience other countries, other cultures, and women of the world that have not been infected by the mind virus of the toxic modern woman, where men have to leverage in relationships in more ways than one, where women appreciate and respect a man. Why would we want to convince these men to stay here if you ladies are not going to change? We are already seeing the relentless attacks on masculinity, with the sinister sisterhood of Twitter, now called X, attacking this man's career, his reputation, allowing the media to go in a feeding frenzy like a bunch of rabid piranhas. Why wouldn't any man be on your side telling the men to stay here and date y'all, when this now has become the new norm in eroding masculinity of not only this generation, but the future generations as well.
Know this, next time you're in a battle with your beautiful woman, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they start out of nowhere, you're winning, and they just start saying that crazy out of nowhere. Just know in that moment you've won the fight, okay? All right? Don't get mad. Bob and weave, slip all of that shit. Maybe because you got a little, just let that slide. Stay in the pocket of the argument. It's over. The argument is over. You've won. Just take a knee and run out the clock. All right? Yes. Lean on the ropes. Let them punch themselves out. And then in the end, you throw their psychology right back at them. Well, maybe we should discuss it later when you calm down.
Now, am I saying we should start raging out, losing our minds, ignore women altogether? I ain't saying any of that, because women are gonna be women. But what I am saying to you men is we must be calm, cool, collected, composed, and clever against these modern women. Sometimes even cunning if it needs be. That's the only way to hold their respect, their attention, and keep our dignity. Learn the modern woman's playbook and the mistakes of other men. Compile data, gather intel, learn the tactics and strategies of today's modern woman. Protect yourself against the BS. You staying ahead by being a man and holding frame and holding fast to your principles. Play the game, but don't let the game play you.
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Thank you for the 10,000 subs. We'll keep making the content. You keep listening.
Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks. Any suggestions for things that you want us to cover, drop it on the gram. THPP Network, especially from our members. Our THPPtube membership is very affordable. It's like a cup of coffee. And as always, ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? We're out.
Winter is coming. Winter is coming, ladies. Winter is coming.
We found true happiness